Each day, you're given a fresh start, a blank page to write your story. But how you write it is up to you. There's a simple truth we all need to understand. The way you speak to yourself shapes who you become. If you wake up and let the world dictate your thoughts, then you're giving away your power. But if you take control, speak with intention, and set your mind on success, you've already won the battle before the day even begins. In today's video, we're going to dive into 7 powerful lines that, when spoken every morning, can change the direction of your life. These aren't just words, they're declarations of who you are and who you're becoming. Remember this, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your daily habits. It's time to take responsibility for your thoughts, actions, and outcomes. Stay with me as we break down the lines that will set you up for a life you deserve, starting today. Number 1. Commit. I will rise above distractions and weakness. When you wake up every morning, you have a choice to make. You can choose to drift through the day, reacting to everything that comes your way, or you can choose to take control, the power to rise above distractions, to push through moments of weakness, and to stay focused on your goals is right in front of you, waiting for you to take hold of it. There's no denying it. The world is filled with distractions. Everywhere you look, something is trying to pull your attention away from what matters most. Whether it's the constant ping of your phone, the temptation to check social media, or the million little things that crop up throughout the day, distractions are everywhere. And if you're not careful, these distractions will eat up your time and energy, leaving you with nothing but frustration and regret at the end of the day. But here's the key. You don't have to let distractions control you. You can choose to rise above them. You can decide that no matter what happens, you are in control of your focus, your energy, and your actions. When you commit to rising above distractions, you're making a conscious decision to put your goals first, to eliminate the noise, and to give your best effort to the things that will move you forward. Every time you say to yourself, I will rise above distractions and weakness, you're making a commitment. You're telling your mind and body that you will no longer be a victim of the things that try to pull you off course. You are stronger than your distractions. You are stronger than your moments of weakness. You are capable of staying focused no matter what happens around you. Now I get it. It's easy to say these things in theory, but when it comes to reality, it's not always that simple. You've probably experienced moments when distractions feel like they're taking over. Maybe you've had days where you just couldn't focus, where the pull of laziness and procrastination seemed too strong to fight. I'm here to tell you, it's normal. Everyone has those moments. Everyone experiences those distractions. But here's the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. Successful people don't let distractions dictate their lives. They acknowledge the distractions. They feel the pull, but they choose to rise above them. You have to understand that distractions are not your enemy. They are a test. They are a test of your discipline, your focus, and your ability to stay committed to your goals. Every time you choose to stay focused, every time you push through a moment of weakness, you're passing that test. You're proving to yourself that you are stronger than your distractions, and you're moving closer to your goals. But it's not just about fighting distractions. It's also about fighting the weakness that sometimes creeps in. We all have moments when we feel tired, defeated, or lacking in motivation. Maybe you wake up in the morning and you're just not feeling it. You don't feel like going through the motions. You don't feel like working hard, pushing forward, or doing anything that requires effort. In those moments, weakness can take over. It can convince you to stay in bed, to take a break, or to give up on the tasks that matter most. But here's the truth. You are stronger than that weakness. You don't have to let it control you. When you make the decision to rise above it, you're telling yourself that your goals, your dreams, and your future are more important than how you feel in the moment. You're choosing to push through the discomfort and take action, even when you don't feel like it. The strength to rise above distractions and weakness doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from making the decision to take control, to stay disciplined, and to keep moving forward, no matter what. It's a daily practice. It's about setting your mind on your goals and not allowing anything to derail you. It's about understanding that your distractions don't define you. Your weaknesses don't define you. The only thing that defines you is your commitment to rise above them. This isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when it's hard. It's about building the mental muscle to stay focused, to ignore the distractions and to keep going, even when the going gets tough. This is where true growth happens. When you make the choice to rise above, you're not just achieving your goals, you're becoming the person you need to be in order to succeed at the highest level. And let me tell you something, when you make this commitment, the world will begin to shift around you. Things that used to feel like obstacles will become stepping stones. What once seemed like distractions will become irrelevant. You'll start to notice how your focus sharpens, how your productivity increases, and how your confidence grows. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, remind yourself, I will rise above distractions and weakness. Say it with conviction. Say it with confidence. Say it like you mean it, because you do mean it. You have the power to take control of your day, to eliminate the distractions, and to overcome the weakness that tries to hold you back. The only thing standing between you and your success is your commitment to rise above. Now I want you to understand something very important. This is a mindset shift. This is a way of thinking that will affect every part of your life. You will see your mindset shift in your relationships, in your work, in your health, and in your overall success. When you commit to rising above distractions and weakness, you are putting yourself in the driver's seat of your own life. You are no longer a passenger, waiting for things to happen to you. You are in control. You are the one who decides how your day goes. You are the one who decides how you respond to challenges. And when you decide to rise above, there is nothing that can stop you. So make that commitment to yourself every morning. Speak it out loud. Say, I will rise above distractions and weakness. And as you do, you'll find that each day becomes an opportunity to grow, to achieve, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Keep rising, keep pushing, and keep moving forward. You've got this. Number 2. Declare, I am here to build, not just survive. There's a difference between just going through the motions and actually living with purpose. Most people wake up every day just trying to get by, doing what they need to do to survive the day. They wake up, go through the motions, face the same routine, and then go back to bed, hoping for a better tomorrow. They're not building anything. They're not growing. They're just surviving. And that's not how life is meant to be lived. You didn't come into this world to just get by. You didn't wake up this morning just to mark time and survive the day. You're here to build something. You're here to create. You're here to make something of yourself, to achieve things that matter, and to leave a legacy that will last. The moment you declare to yourself, I am here to build, not just survive, everything changes. It changes how you approach the day, how you handle challenges, and how you see your own potential. When you make the decision to build, you're taking responsibility for your future. You're not waiting for the world to hand you something. You're not waiting for a perfect opportunity to appear. You are creating your own opportunities. You are shaping your own future. You are building every single day. Brick by brick, decision by decision, action by action. No one is going to do it for you. This is your life, your responsibility, and your time to make an impact. The first step is simple but powerful. You have to declare it to yourself. Every single morning, you need to remind yourself of your purpose. I am here to build, not just survive. This declaration sets the tone for your entire day. It shifts your mindset from one of passivity to one of action. You're no longer a spectator in your own life. You are a participant, a builder, a creator. Think about the people you admire. Think about the people who've achieved great things. They didn't just survive. They built something. They built their businesses, their careers, their relationships, and their legacies. And they didn't do it by waiting for the right moment, or by hoping things would fall into place. They did it by taking action, by making decisions, and by sticking to their vision, even when things got tough. The truth is, life will test you. There will be days when it feels like you're pushing against a wall. There will be moments when nothing seems to go right, when your progress feels slow, and when you start questioning whether it's all worth it. But when you declare that you are here to build, not just survive, You're reminding yourself of your bigger purpose. You're reminding yourself that the struggle is part of the journey. The challenges, the setbacks, the obstacles, they're all part of the process. And if you're here to build, you can handle them. You're here to make things happen, and that requires courage. It requires the courage to step outside your comfort zone, to take risks and to make decisions that others might hesitate to make. It requires the courage to face the fear of failure and to keep going, even when it feels like the odds are against you. But when you're building something, you see failure differently. You don't see it as the end. You see it as a lesson, a stepping stone, a necessary part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey to success. The reality is, survival is easy. Anyone can survive. But building something meaningful, something lasting, something that matters, that's hard. That's what separates those who make an impact from those who don't. Survival is about getting by. Building is about moving forward. Survival is about avoiding pain. Building is about facing challenges head-on and growing through them. Survival is about living small. Building is about living big. When you declare that you are here to build, not just survive, you're also making a commitment to yourself. You're committing to the fact that you are worthy of more. You're worthy of a life that's fulfilling, a life that's rich with purpose, and a life that's filled with achievement. You're not settling for mediocrity. You're not accepting a life of just getting by. You're saying, I deserve more, and I'm willing to work for it. You can't build something if you're not willing to put in the work. Building requires time, effort, and dedication. It's not always glamorous, and it's not always easy, but it is always worth it. Every hour you put in, every decision you make, every setback you overcome, it's all building the life you want. And the more you commit to building, the closer you get to seeing your vision become a reality. Here's the key. When you declare that you are here to build, you're also declaring your worth. You're saying that your dreams matter. You're saying that your potential is limitless. And when you make that declaration, something inside you shifts. You start to see possibilities where you once saw obstacles. You start to see solutions where you once saw problems. You start to see opportunities where you once saw limitations. You are not here to simply exist. You are here to make a mark. You are here to leave a legacy. Every day is a chance to build. Every day is a chance to move one step closer to your goals. And when you wake up in the morning and say to yourself, I am here to build, not just survive, you're setting yourself up for a day of action, of purpose and of progress. You're setting yourself up to do the hard work, to push through the challenges, and to keep moving forward, no matter what. This is what it means to take control of your life. This is what it means to step into your power. This is what it means to truly live with purpose. And when you do this, when you make this declaration every day, you'll begin to see things shift in your life. You'll begin to see yourself making progress, building momentum, and getting closer to the life you've always wanted. So declare it today. I am here to build, not just survive. Say it with confidence. Say it with conviction, and then get to work. Because when you declare your purpose, when you choose to build, everything else falls into place. Number 3. Decide I will stop wasting time on pointless things. The truth is, time is the one thing you can never get back. It's the one resource we all have the same amount of. And yet so many of us waste it without even thinking twice. We waste it on distractions, on things that don't matter, on things that don't move us forward. And the worst part is, we often don't even realize how much time we're wasting until it's gone. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can make the decision right now, today, to stop wasting your time on pointless things. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life. We have so many things pulling us in different directions. Work, family, friends, social media, entertainment, the list goes on. And with all these distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters. It's easy to fall into the trap of doing things that don't move the needle forward. We spend hours scrolling through social media, watching videos, checking our emails, and doing countless other things that at the end of the day don't add value to our lives. But the truth is, every minute you waste on these things is a minute you'll never get back. Every hour spent on something that doesn't matter is an hour that could have been spent building your dreams, working towards your goals, or improving yourself. Every second you spend on distractions is a second you're not spending on things that will make a real difference in your life. This is where the decision comes in. The decision to stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You can't afford to let your time slip away any longer. Every day you are presented with choices. You can choose to spend your time on things that will help you grow, or you can choose to spend it on things that will hold you back. The choice is yours. But once you make the decision to stop wasting time, something incredible happens. You begin to reclaim your time. You begin to take control of your day, your life, and your future. When you decide to stop wasting time on pointless things, you start to see the world differently. You start to notice the things that truly matter. You start to prioritize what's important and let go of what's not. It's a simple decision, but it's a powerful one. The decision to stop wasting time is the first step towards living a life of purpose, direction, and fulfillment. Now let's be clear about something. This isn't about eliminating all forms of entertainment or relaxation. It's not about being busy all the time or never taking a break. It's about being intentional with your time. It's about understanding the difference between things that move you closer to your goals and things that just waste your energy. You can still have fun, you can still relax, but you need to make sure that these things aren't taking away from the things that matter most. It's about getting serious about your life. It's about treating your time like the precious resource it is. Time is the one thing that can never be replaced. And once it's gone forever. So when you make the decision to stop wasting time, you're not just making a decision for today, you're making a decision for your future. You're making a decision that will shape the course of your life, and it starts right now. You have goals, you have dreams, you have things you want to accomplish. And every single day that you waste on things that don't matter is a day you're not getting any closer to those goals. You have the power to change that. You have the power to take control of your time and use it to your advantage. It's time to stop procrastinating, stop getting distracted, and stop making excuses. It's time to focus on what truly matters. The truth is, you can't afford to waste another minute. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to your dreams. Every hour is an opportunity to work on yourself and your goals. Every second is a chance to make progress. And when you decide to stop wasting time on pointless things, you're opening up a world of possibilities. You're giving yourself the chance to finally get serious about the things that really matter. You're giving yourself the chance to make the most of every moment. So how do you stop wasting time? It starts with awareness. It starts with recognizing when you're getting distracted, when you're spending time on things that don't serve you. It's about being honest with yourself about how you're spending your time. Are you spending hours on your phone, scrolling through social media, just passing the time? Are you spending your weekends binge-watching shows instead of working on your goals? Are you avoiding important tasks because they seem hard or overwhelming? It's time to face the truth and acknowledge that these things aren't helping you. They're not getting you any closer to the life you want. Once you recognize the things that are wasting your time, you can begin to take action. You can set boundaries with yourself. You can limit the time you spend on distractions and focus on the things that matter most. You can create a schedule that prioritizes your goals, your work, and your personal growth. You can make a plan to get things done and stick to it. And most importantly, you can hold yourself accountable. No one is going to do this for you. It's up to you to take control of your time and make the most of it. The decision to stop wasting time on pointless things is a game changer. It's the decision that will set you on a path towards success, fulfillment, and growth. It's the decision that will help you make the most of every day and move closer to your goals. And when you make this decision, you'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish. You'll be amazed at how much more focused, driven, and productive you'll become. Remember, time is your most valuable resource. Stop wasting it on things that don't matter. Decide right now that you will stop letting distractions control your life. Take control of your time, and you'll take control of your future. Number 4, claim I can learn anything if I stay consistent. There's something powerful about commitment. The idea that if you keep showing up, day after day, you will get better. It doesn't matter where you start or how long it takes. The magic happens when you stay consistent. The truth is, we often overestimate what we can do in a short amount of time and underestimate what we can achieve over the long haul. The idea that you can learn anything if you stay consistent is not just a motivational phrase. It's a proven principle that works in every area of life. I want you to think about something for a moment. If you've ever looked at someone successful and wondered how they got to where they are, chances are it wasn't because they had some magical ability or talent that you don't. Most likely it was because they kept showing up. They kept putting in the work even when it felt hard. They didn't quit when it got tough. And the truth is, you can do the same thing. You have the same power to learn and grow and achieve. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the willingness to stay consistent. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't happen right away. We live in a world where instant gratification is at our fingertips. With just a few taps, we can order food, buy clothes, or even watch a movie. But success doesn't work like that. Success is built over time, through small, consistent actions. It's about showing up every day even when you don't feel like it. It's about making progress, not perfection. And if you can commit to that, you'll find that you can learn anything. Let's break it down. Learning is a process. You don't just wake up one day and know something. It takes time, repetition, and a willingness to stick with it even when you're not seeing immediate results. When you start something new, it can be frustrating. You might feel like you're not getting any better, like the learning curve is too steep, like you'll never get it. But that's where consistency comes in. You have to keep going even when it's hard. The more you show up, the more progress you make. You'll start to see improvement, even if it's small at first. And as those small improvements stack up over time, you'll be amazed at how much you've learned. Consistency doesn't mean you have to work yourself into the ground every day. It doesn't mean you have to give up everything else in your life to focus on one thing. It simply means that you make learning a regular part of your life. You dedicate time each day to getting better, even if it's just a few minutes. The key is that you don't give up. The key is that you keep showing up, even on the days when it's tough. Because when you do, something incredible happens. Your skills, your knowledge, your abilities, they all start to grow, and you start to see results that weren't there before. Now I know what you might be thinking. What if I'm just not good at something? What if it's too difficult for me? Well, let me tell you this. Everyone starts somewhere. Everyone struggles at first. Even the most successful people had to learn from the ground up. It's not about being perfect from the beginning. It's about showing up consistently, over and over again, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. It's about trusting the process and knowing that with time, you'll improve. Consistency is what separates the people who succeed from the people who don't. It's easy to get excited about something at first, to dive in with full energy and enthusiasm. But what sets the successful people apart is that they keep going when the excitement fades. They keep going when it gets hard, when they don't feel like it, when they feel like giving up. And because they keep showing up, they eventually get better, and eventually they become experts. They become successful. And you can do the same thing. The beauty of consistency is that it compounds. The progress you make each day might seem small, but over time, it adds up. It's like building a muscle. At first, you don't see much change, but as you keep working out, day after day, you start to notice your strength increasing. You start to notice your body changing. And the same thing happens with learning. At first, it feels like you're not getting anywhere. But if you keep showing up, you'll start to see progress. And once that progress starts, it builds on itself. Here's the thing. You don't need to know everything right now. You don't need to have all the answers. All you need to do is show up, make the decision to learn, to grow, and to improve, even when it's uncomfortable. And when you do that, you'll find that you can learn anything. You'll find that the more you commit to consistency, the more you'll unlock your potential. The more you show up, the more you'll accomplish. It's also important to understand that consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means making progress. Some days will be harder than others. Some days you'll feel like you've taken a step backward. But as long as you don't quit, you'll keep moving forward. The key is to keep your focus on the long-term goal. The key is to remember that learning is a journey, and that every small step you take is bringing you closer to where you want to be. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to keep going. When you claim that you can learn anything if you stay consistent, you're making a declaration of self-belief. You're telling yourself that you have the ability to grow, to improve, and to achieve. And when you truly believe that, something incredible happens. You start to take action. You start to put in the work. you start to show up. And as you do, you'll see yourself learning and growing in ways you never imagined. The journey won't always be easy, but the results will be worth it. So today, make the decision to commit to consistency. Make the decision to show up every day, even when it's tough. Make the decision to believe that you can learn anything if you stay consistent. Because when you do, you'll unlock your potential. You'll start seeing progress. And eventually you'll reach your goals. And the best part is, you'll know that you did it because you stayed consistent. And that, my friend, is one of the most powerful things you can ever do for yourself. Number 5, decide I will keep going even when it's slow. Success isn't always this straight line that goes up and up. There are dips, detours, and times when it feels like you're moving backward instead of forward. But here's the truth. Success isn't defined by speed, it's defined by persistence. It's about deciding that no matter how slow the progress may seem, you're going to keep pushing. You're going to keep moving forward, even when every step feels heavy and every move seems small. In this fast-paced world, we've grown accustomed to immediate results. We live in a society where everything is expected to happen quickly. We want results fast. We want success fast. We want answers now. But the reality is, that's not how real growth happens. Real growth is slow. It's gradual. It takes time, effort, and most importantly, patience. The key to achieving anything worthwhile is deciding that you will keep going even when the progress feels sluggish. This is the foundation of true resilience. Imagine for a moment that you're on a journey. The road ahead is long, and you've been traveling for a while. You've seen some progress, but it's not as much as you hoped for. Maybe you've hit a plateau. Maybe you've encountered a few setbacks. And maybe, just maybe, you've started to wonder if you should quit. But here's the thing. Most people quit right before they would have made a breakthrough. They quit when the progress is slow and they feel like they're not getting anywhere. They quit when the road gets tough. But the people who succeed, the people who build something meaningful, they make a different decision. They decide to keep going. They choose to press on, even when they don't see immediate results. They trust the process. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't moving as fast as you want. But think about this. Everything worth having takes time. Building a business, developing a skill, improving your health, or becoming an expert in any field, it all requires persistence. You don't wake up one day and suddenly know everything, or have everything. It's a process. And the key to making it through is deciding that no matter how slow the pace, you're not stopping. You're not quitting. You're going to keep going because you know that slow progress is still progress. One of the hardest things in life is keeping the faith when you can't see the results right away. It's easy to feel like you're stuck. You look around and see other people speeding ahead, and it can make you question whether you're doing something wrong. But here's the truth. You're not behind. The person who's moving slowly is still moving. And that's the most important thing. The tortoise wins the race because the tortoise keeps going. They don't stop. They don't look at how fast the others are going. They focus on what they can control, which is their own pace and their own progress. And in the end, that's what makes all the difference. Sometimes you may even feel like giving up because it feels like you're putting in the work but not seeing the reward. But here's the thing. Your effort is never wasted. Even on the slow days, the days when you don't feel like you're making a dent in your goals, you are. Every small action is adding up. Every little bit of effort is compounding. The key is not to stop. The key is to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Because the moment you stop is the moment you stop growing, stop improving, and stop getting closer to your goals. Deciding to keep going when it's slow is a choice. It's a choice that you make every day. And here's the power of that decision. It becomes a habit. It becomes who you are. The more you decide to keep going, the more you build resilience. The more you build your ability to push through the tough times. The more you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling challenges. And the more you prove to yourself that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. No matter how long it takes, you have to understand that the work you're doing today is preparing you for tomorrow. You might not see the results right away, but that doesn't mean they aren't coming. The results are being built with every step you take. The progress is there. It's just sometimes hard to see when you're in the middle of it. But believe me, when you look back a year from now, 2 years from now, you'll see just how far you've come. And you'll realize that the times when it felt slow were the times when you were growing the most. The other thing to remember is that it's okay if things aren't happening as quickly as you want. There's no set timeline for success. There's no magic formula that says, if you work hard for X amount of time, you will succeed. Success is different for everyone. Some people will move faster than others. And that's fine. The key is not comparing yourself to others. Your journey is unique to you. What matters is that you keep moving forward. No matter how slow, as you continue to move forward, you'll notice something amazing happening. What once felt like slow progress will eventually feel like momentum. The small steps you took will have added up, and you'll start to see that you're getting closer to your goal. And when you do reach that goal, you'll look back and realize that the slow, steady pace was exactly what you needed. It was the consistency, the perseverance, and the ability to keep going when things were slow that made it possible. That's what will give you the strength to achieve even greater things in the future. So make the decision today. Decide that you will keep going, no matter how slow it gets. Decide that you will continue to put in the work, even when it feels like you're not seeing immediate results. Trust the process. Trust that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. And remember, slow progress is still progress. You are moving forward, and that is all that matters. Keep going, and you'll reach your destination. The road may be long, but it is worth every step you take. Number 6. Speak. I am the creator of my own opportunities. There's a power that lies within each of us. A power that many overlook. It's the power to shape our own reality, to create the opportunities we need, and to build the life we want. Every day we wake up, we are given a fresh opportunity to take control of our future. And the truth is, nobody else is responsible for creating your opportunities, except you. You are the creator of your own opportunities. For too long, people have been conditioned to believe that success is something that happens to them, that opportunities just show up, that they need to wait for the perfect moment, or for someone else to give them a chance. This mindset is not only limiting, but it's also the very thing that holds so many people back from living the life they want. The reality is that success, growth, and opportunity don't just fall into your lap. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to wait for someone else to open the door. You hold the key, and it's time to unlock your own potential. You might have heard people say that success is all about who you know. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not about who you know. It's about what you can create for yourself. When you understand this truth, you stop looking outside for validation. You stop waiting for someone to hand you a break. You realize that the power to create opportunities is already in your hands. And once you embrace that, everything changes. Every opportunity, every moment of growth, and every success story begins with a decision. It begins with the decision to take responsibility for your life, to stop waiting for others, and to start creating your own path. You have the ability to design your future. It's not about sitting back and hoping that someone else will notice your talent or open doors for you. It's about taking action, being resourceful, and making the most of the circumstances around you. Opportunity doesn't always come neatly packaged or handed to you on a silver platter. It often comes in the form of hard work, persistence, and an unwavering belief in your ability to create something from nothing. When you start viewing yourself as the creator of your own opportunities, you begin to see the world differently. You stop being a passive observer and start becoming an active participant in your own success. Instead of waiting for the right job, the right moment, or the right person, you start creating them. You begin to realize that you don't need to wait for anyone's approval. You can make your own opportunities by stepping out, taking risks, and being willing to create something new. This mindset doesn't just apply to business or careers, it applies to every aspect of your life. Think about your health, your relationships, your personal growth. Are you waiting for opportunities to show up? Or are you taking proactive steps to create them? For example, if you're looking to improve your health, are you waiting for the perfect time to start? Or are you actively making small positive choices every day that create the opportunity for better health? If you're seeking to improve your relationships, are you waiting for others to reach out to you? Or are you taking the lead in building deeper connections? The key to creating your own opportunities is to adopt a mindset of ownership and action. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities in disguise. and believing that you have the power to change your circumstances. The moment you realize that you can create opportunities, you stop feeling stuck. You stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances. You realize that your future is in your hands, and that's incredibly empowering. Sometimes creating opportunities means stepping outside of your comfort zone. It means trying things you've never tried before, taking risks, and being willing to fail. But failure isn't the end of the road. It's a part of the journey. Every failure is a lesson, and every lesson is a step closer to the next opportunity. So many people give up after one failure, but the truth is that every successful person has faced setbacks. They've fallen down, gotten back up, and kept moving forward. They didn't wait for opportunities to come to them. They created them by continuing to take action. Creating your own opportunities also means building relationships with others. Sometimes the opportunities you create will come from the connections you make. It's not about using people or networking for the sake of gaining something. It's about building meaningful, authentic relationships that can help you grow and achieve your goals. People who succeed understand the importance of surrounding themselves with other like-minded individuals. They understand that collaboration and support are powerful tools in creating opportunities for growth. So don't just wait for the world to give you something. Reach out, build those connections, and use them to create opportunities for yourself and others. Another important aspect of creating your own opportunities is believing in your own worth. Too often people hold themselves back because they don't feel like they're good enough. They doubt their abilities, and as a result they miss out on opportunities. But the truth is, you are more than capable of creating the life you want. You have skills, you have potential, and you have the drive. But in order to create opportunities, you have to believe that you deserve them. When you believe in yourself, you radiate confidence, and people will notice. This confidence is magnetic, and it attracts opportunities in ways that you may never have expected. At the end of the day, creating your own opportunities comes down to taking ownership of your life. It's about no longer waiting for someone else to give you a break, or waiting for circumstances to be perfect. It's about knowing that you are capable of making things happen on your own. The more you embrace this mindset, the more you will find opportunities opening up for you. But it all starts with you. You are the creator of your own opportunities. And when you believe that, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So get out there and start creating your own opportunities today. The world is waiting for what you have to offer. Number 7. Accept I am responsible for the results I get. You might not like hearing this, but it's the truth. You are responsible for everything in your life, especially the results you get. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can start taking control and changing things for the better. Too often we look for someone else to blame. We look at our circumstances, our environment, or even other people, and we think, if only this was different, I'd be successful. Or if they hadn't done that, things would be better. But the truth is, the results you're getting in your life, the outcomes, the successes, and the failures, are all a reflection of the choices you've made up until now. It's easy to point fingers, isn't it? It's easy to say, if I had more time, if I had more money, if I had better circumstances. But the reality is, those are just excuses. At some point, we all have to face the fact that no one else is responsible for the results we get. You are where you are right now because of the decisions you've made. Whether those decisions were good or bad, whether they were intentional or accidental, whether they were conscious or made in the heat of the moment. Now I know this might be tough to swallow. You might feel like life has dealt you a bad hand, or that you've been held back by things outside your control. And sure, we all face challenges. Life isn't fair. Things happen that we don't plan for, that we can't predict. But here's the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. Successful people take responsibility for their circumstances. They don't look at the situation they're in and say, well, it's all because of this or because of them. They look at the situation and say, what can I do about this? How can I change things? What steps can I take today to improve my situation? The moment you accept that you're responsible for your results is the moment you take back control. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others, but when you do that, you give away your power. You give away your ability to change anything. You're waiting for someone else to come along and make things better for you. But that's not how life works. The world doesn't owe you anything. You owe it to yourself to take charge, to make the most of the opportunities you have, and to work toward the life you want. Think about it for a second. If you're not where you want to be right now, are you going to blame the economy? Are you going to blame your upbringing or the people around you? Or are you going to say, you know what? I could have made different choices. I could have done more. I could have been more consistent, more focused, more disciplined. That's where true power lies. When you acknowledge that everything that's happening to you right now is a result of the choices you've made. Once you realize that, you can stop feeling like a victim, and you can start feeling like the creator of your future. When you accept that you are responsible for your results, you stop waiting for the perfect circumstances. You stop procrastinating and blaming timing. You start taking action right now with what you have. You start to use what's available to you in this moment. Success doesn't come from waiting for the right time or the perfect opportunity. Success comes from taking action in the present moment, no matter how imperfect that action might seem. And when you do this consistently, you will start to see the results you want. It's also important to note that accepting responsibility doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Far from it. You don't have to have all the answers, and you don't have to get everything right on the first try. What matters is that you take responsibility for your efforts, even if they don't always lead to immediate success. You will make mistakes, you will encounter setbacks, but each mistake is an opportunity to learn. When you accept responsibility for your results, you accept the fact that failure is part of the process. It's not something to be afraid of, but something to embrace as a stepping stone to success. The key is to learn, adjust, and keep going. This mindset shift is liberating. It's empowering. It means that no matter what happens, you are always in control of your destiny. You're not waiting for someone to hand you the keys to success. You're not relying on luck or circumstances. You're the one who decides what happens next. And the beauty of this is that once you truly accept responsibility, you stop looking outside yourself for answers. You stop letting fear or uncertainty hold you back. You start taking action based on what you can control, and that's where growth happens. In practical terms, accepting responsibility for your results means looking at the choices you're making every day. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your energy? What are you doing with your resources? If you're not seeing the results you want, take a long, hard look at your daily habits. Are you putting in the effort? Are you staying consistent? Are you giving it your best shot every single day, even when things feel tough? The small, consistent actions you take every day will compound over time and lead to the results you desire. But if you're not putting in the work, don't expect to get anything in return. That's just the way life works. And it's not just about your actions, it's about your mindset too. If you walk around thinking that the world owes you something, or that your circumstances are too tough to overcome, then you're giving away your power. But when you start thinking, I am responsible for my results, you begin to approach life differently. You begin to look for solutions instead of excuses. You begin to look for opportunities instead of obstacles. You begin to make the most of the resources you have right now. You begin to see that every day is a chance to move closer to your goals, and that your efforts will pay off in the long run. Ultimately, the key to success lies in taking responsibility for your life. When you own your results, you own your future. You stop waiting for the world to change, and you start changing yourself. You start building the life you want, one decision at a time. And when you get there, you'll look back and realize that the real secret to your success was this simple, yet powerful idea. You are responsible for the results you get. And once you accept that, there's no limit to what you can achieve. As we wrap up today, remember this: the power to shape your future is in your hands. And it all starts with the words you speak to yourself every morning. Those 7 lines are more than just words. They are your daily commitment to rise above distractions, to declare your purpose, and to take full responsibility for the life you want to create. Every successful person I've known, they didn't just dream of success. They spoke it, they owned it, and they acted on it every single day. You have the same power. You are the creator of your own opportunities. And when you consistently remind yourself of your potential, there's nothing that can stop you. So commit to these 7 lines, speak them with conviction, and believe in the person you're becoming. Your life is being shaped right now by what you say and do today. Make it count. Thank you for watching. And remember, your success is built on the words you speak, the actions you take, and the mindset you choose to embrace. Keep moving forward, And don't let anything hold you back. You've got this.